Okay, this will be a testimony drill. I think I got this from a conference um, at one point. But we're going to go through and do some of it. Okay, ready? Question. Now, inasmuch as and insofar as you can recall what happened on the date of the accident or day of the accident, I want you to focus, to the best of your recollection or to the best of your knowledge, about the stoplights and streetlights in the area and whether you had your headlights on. Answer. As far as I recall, and as much as I remember, I recollect that the streetlights were on, that the stoplights were working, and that at the time of the accident the plaintiff had the caution light. I don't think it was a red light or a green light, but as I testified, it was a caution light. The traffic lights were working very well, as far as I am concerned, as well as I can recall. My headlights were on as much as I can remember. My headlights were on. Question. Returning to the street light and traffic light situation. I want to ask a question. I request that you again, in general, give us your recollection of the circumstances of the scene of the accident before the accident and after the accident on the day of the accident. Answer. As I have previously testified, I believe it was dark, so the streetlights were on, and I had my headlights on. For safety considerations, I always have my headlights on as a matter of fact. The traffic lights were probably functioning properly because I recall that the stoplight was on the caution light. It had been a green light, and soon afterwards it changed to a red light. However, at the scene of the accident, at the time of the accident, as the defendant drove through the intersection, the traffic light was on the caution light, or yellow, in other words. Question. Okay, it was yellow in your opinion. On the other hand, when you say the caution light was on, that it was a yellow light, do you know or do you think that the defendant's motor vehicle was still in the intersection after the traffic light had turned to a red light? Answer. Yes, to the best of my knowledge and to the best of my recollection, at the time that the defendant's motor vehicle was in the intersection, along with the gentleman with a motorcycle, the traffic light had changed to a red light. I am confident in my recollection, have confidence that I am recalling this accident correctly. Question. At this particular time, I want to remind you to answer all of my questions truthfully and do not guess or estimate at any of the answers as you respond to us. If you do not know the answer to a particular question, please say, I don't know, I don't think so, I don't believe so, I couldn't have, I could have had, I don't remember, I can't remember, I didn't see it, etc. At no time do I want you to guess, speculate, give estimations, or estimate. Do you understand what I am asking and requesting of you? Answer. Yes, yes, sir. I understand completely. I think I understand your directions. I am to answer with responses such as, I don't know, I don't think so, I don't think, I don't believe so, I don't believe, I couldn't have had, I couldn't have, I can't remember, I can't recall, I don't recall, I didn't see it, and so on. Question. Now, other than what you have already testified to, rather than ask you to give us more than you are able to, are you able to tell us whether your automobile was an automatic transmission, or do you think that it was a standard transmission? Answer. I can't be sure if my automobile's transmission was automatic or standard. I don't know about those particular specific issues about motor vehicles, other than what I have already testified, and more than that, I don't know much about the mechanics of motor vehicles or motorcycles or anything with a motor. I have never had much mechanical ability. Other than that, I'm not able to answer because of my lack of ability in working with motor vehicles. Question. At one time, I believe you said, I couldn't say, I couldn't remember, I couldn't understand, I couldn't recall, I couldn't believe, and so on. Now, I want you to notify me how you can classify those answers so that you can specify everybody, everybody else, anybody, anybody else. To clarify, I would like a specification, your notification to us of any specifications or classifications that you have remembered in this cause of action. However, I must caution you that how far I go in this case of action is dependent upon your complete competency.